The miracle of the feeding of the 5,000 is one of the richest miracles in the Gospels, filled with symbolic meaning. First, notice the setting. A great crowd has gathered in a deserted place. This immediately recalls Moses leading Israel through the desert. One of Matthew's central themes is that Jesus is the new Moses, but infinitely greater. Moses was the mediator who prayed to God to feed his people with manna. Jesus does not simply ask God for bread, he himself provides it. He is not merely God's messenger or prophet, he is God himself, the fullness of divine revelation. Matthew also tells us that Jesus had the people sit down on the grass. St. John adds that there was a great deal of grass in that place. That seemingly insignificant detail recalls Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd, in green pastures he gives me repose." As we hear in today's first reading and responsorial psalm, the Lord is the one who feeds his people and satisfies every living thing. Jesus reveals himself as the good shepherd who leads us to the food we truly need. The heart of the miracle, however, points directly to the Eucharist. Jesus takes the loaves, looks up to heaven, says the blessing, breaks the bread, and gives it to his disciples. Those actions are the very pattern of the Mass. The miracle prepares us for the day when Jesus will become the bread of life, broken and given for the salvation of the world. There's another beautiful lesson here. The humble gifts of bread and wine that we bring to the altar seem insignificant. Just as 5 loaves and 2 fish seemed hopelessly inadequate to feed thousands, if through the power of Christ they are transformed into his very body, blood, soul, and divinity. I like to compare it to riding your bicycle to church and discovering afterward that it has become a Ferrari. As amazing a transformation as that would be, what happens at Mass is an even greater transformation. Bread and wine are humble human gifts. By themselves, they are a modest offering. Yet after the consecration, they become the perfect offering of Christ himself, the one sacrifice pleasing to the Father and the sacrifice that takes away the sins of the world. Finally, St. Matthew tells us that all ate and were satisfied. Only Jesus can truly satisfy the deepest hunger of the human heart. As St. John Vianney famously said, "If we really understood the Mass, we would die of joy." My brothers and sisters, this Sunday let us come to Mass with renewed gratitude. Jesus, our Good Shepherd, continues to feed his people not simply with bread, but with himself. May we never take for granted the extraordinary gift of the Holy Eucharist.